Hi Aries, thank you for joining me. This reading is for the Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Aries for the week of April 13th through to the 19th. It is a general reading, and as such, not all the messages will resonate for everyone, so be sure to check out your Moon and Rising sign readings as well. I am using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. I've pulled one card plus a clarifier, and I'm also reading the card at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy around you for this week. And I've also pulled an animal speak rune. So Aries, let's see what we have for you today. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords, and she is being clarified by the King of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of air energy here, mental energy. And then you have the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is your overall energy for the week, Aries. Okay, and then you have the Wolf as your animal speak rune, which is about guidance and inner guidance. Okay, so there's a lot of intense energy here, Aries. You do have the Five of Wands as your overall energy for the week. And the Five of Wands, this is a card about rivalry, challenges, obstacles. I mean, you see the card here and it doesn't look very positive. I'll hold it a little closer. It's not a very positive looking card. You know, there's fire in the background. These people are fighting. They're hitting each other with their wands. So again, not a very positive looking card. It is a card of power struggles. So this week, Aries, you could be going through some kind of power struggles. People around you or someone around you could be really moving forward with their ambition, and so there could be some kind of battles or turmoil going on here. At the best, it could be a healthy kind of competition, but at the worst, this could represent hostility and aggression that's around you. And I don't feel like it's coming from you, Aries. I feel like it's someone around you for this week, because you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So in this situation here, it's very important that you take a very proactive approach, because it does indicate instability or unstable energy, and that this conflict, it will not resolve in a positive way on its own. So you need to take some kind of proactive action. It also does tell you, Aries, to choose your battles wisely. So just be careful in how you approach this and try and diffuse this situation. But you have the Queen of Swords. It makes me feel, I feel really good and confident in you because you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. So these are like, this is a power couple right here. So your court cards, especially like the Queens and Kings, they can represent individuals, but I feel like this is your energy given this conflict here, Aries. And the Queens and Kings, they are masters of their suit. They have mastered the energy of their suit. Swords energy is mental energy, it's intellectual energy, it's that air energy. So it's all your thoughts, your ideas. It's using your intellect to get ahead. It's being strategic in your thinking. And so with the Queen of Swords here, she is someone who is very self-sufficient, but she's also someone who appreciates total honesty. She's very blunt and straightforward. There's no BS with her. She just gets right to the point and tells it like it is. So with this card being here, and the energy, overall energy of the week being that Five of Wands, that combative type energy, this is about you, you being very, being very fair in how you're dealing with this individual or group of individuals. It's about you bringing forward determination, but and the Queen of Swords, she's a lot like Justice as well, where she's very she kind of stands back and looks at things from a very impartial point of view. She doesn't allow her emotions to get too wrapped up in the situation. She's able to separate her emotions from her thought. And so this is kind of the advice for you in dealing with this person, is don't let your emotions get the better of you. Try and remove yourself from your emotions, and being very logical, being very cool and precise in dealing with this conflict here, or this competition. And allowing your experiences to inform your decisions and help you in how you deal with this individual or group of individuals. And then you have her being clarified by the King of Swords, who is another person who has mastered the energy of their suit. But the King of Swords, he is more, he's a leadership type of role and very strategic in his thoughts. He's very fair. And he's upholds law and order. He kind of rules the area of the mind theories, and he's very logical, very reasonable. And so this is the energy that you need to bring forward. And his advice is that you need to make choices based on logic and rationality. So in how you're dealing with this conflict, Aries, this week, it's again, try and detach yourself from your emotions and be very logical, blunt, and straightforward. There's no pussyfooting around here. Just get right to the point in dealing with this person or this conflict, whatever it is that's in front of you or being presented to you this week. And that's how you will overcome this energy, and that's how you will deal with that energy. And then you also have the wolf here. And the wolf is... the wolf is about listening and trusting your own intuition, because your communication is strong right now. When the wolf presents itself, communications are stronger, and people will respond to your leadership more strongly. And these are two very powerful leaders right here. So in having that energy around you and using that leadership, and again, and swords energy, that mental energy, it's also about communication as well. So being very clear in your communication is how you will be successful and make it through this type of energy. As communications of others become clear, you will recognize undertones, like you will recognize body signals, intonation in their voices, body language, things like that are not reflected in the words. Trust your impressions that you get from others. When you hear these undertones, do trust it this week, Aries. That is what Wolf tells you. And again, to trust your inner guidance and find your path in taking control of the situation. So that is what Wolf gives you. That's the advice of Wolf. And Aries, but I mean, things should, as long as you don't let yourself get too emotionally wrapped up, and you come from a very logical, fair point of view or perspective, you should be successful in overcoming this challenge, this competition here. So Aries, this concludes your reading for the week of April 13th through to the 19th. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you are notified when the next readings are available. And Aries, have a fabulous week and take care.